and good day. This is Group 1, and we are going to explain the different Muslim arts called Islam indigenous crafts. But before we proceed to the presentation, I would like to introduce the members of the group. I am Sheena Margarette Palafox, the first reporter, and I will be reporting about Turugan and Panolong. The second reporter is Rudy Abadilla. He will explain Yakal and Tinalak crafts. Next, Francis Cabacungan, the reporter of Okir, Chris, and Sari Manok. And lastly, Janleigh Aguete, the reporter of Inaol and Islamic Art. All these crafts will fulfill your curiosity and expand your knowledge. So without further ado, let's proceed to the crafts. Panolong, also called as Naga motif. It is a pattern design from Muslim Mindanao which takes the form of a serpent or a dragon. Naga motif is a part of their traditions in their houses. The panolong symbolizes the wealth and importance of its occupants. It features the most beautiful carvings called okir, which usually depicts the naga, which means a serpent or dragon from Sanskrit literature. And also Paco Rabong Amarilis means asymmetrical growing ferns. Aside from panolong or naga motif, there is Torogan. The Torogan is the ancestral house and the royal residence of the upper class Maranao. It is commonly found in Marawi City and other areas in Lanao del Sur province. This is a traditional residence of reigning Sultan of the Maranao people and his family. It is also where the community and traditionally gathers for giving, Thanksgiving rites, entombment, and vigil of the dead. May I call the next reporter, Rudy Abadilla, to take over the presentation.
Yakan. The Yakan refers to the majority Muslim group in Basilan, an island just south of Zamboanga province in Mindanao. The Spaniards called them Samicas and considered them an aloof and sometimes hostile hill people. The Yakan have Malay features. Furthermore, the traditional clothing of Yakan is they wear colorful hand-woven clothes. The woven wear tight-fitting short blouses, and both sexes wear narrow-cut pants resembling breeches. The woman covers it partly with a wrap around the material while the man wraps a sash-like cloth around the waist where he places his weapon, usually a long knife. In addition, the Yakan attire basically consists of baju or the top and sawal or the trousers. These blouses and trousers are tight at the sleeves and leggings. This may be worn by both men and women, but with restriction as to why and how one should wear a particular clothing. The Tinalak. Tinalak is a weaving tradition of the Tiboli people of South Cotabato, Philippines. Tinalak clothes are woven from abaca fibers. The traditional female weavers are known as dream weavers because the pattern of the Tinalak cloth are inspired by their dreams. Tinalak is a traditional cloth found in Mindanao Island, made by a group of people in Lake Cebu, South Cotabato called Tibolis or Tiboli people. This traditional cloth is hand-woven made of abaca fibers, which traditionally has three primary colors, red, black, and the original color of the abaca leaves. Furthermore, Tinalak is used for ritual purposes, as an offering to the spirits and during festival celebration. It is also exchanged between families for food and supplies in the Tibolis barter economy, which endures to this day. Many communities rely on the commercial sale of Tinalak to earn a living. The Tinalak textile is a flexible material made by creating an interlocking network of yarns or threads, which are produced by spinning raw fibers from either natural or synthetic sources into long and twisted lengths. Moreover, black is the most dominant as it serves as the overall background of the cloth, while red is used to accentuate the many patterns of the tinalak, such as the diamond shapes that run lengthwise along the kumo, a rare variant of the tinalak used as a wedding blanket.
Okir
is a design or pattern often rendered or carved in hardwood, brass, silver, and wall painting in curvilinear lines and Arabic geometric figures. The Ukir motif is an art depicting the indigenous originality and skill of the Maranaos. It is a fine art of figuring, painting, carving, and sculpturing depicting the social and psychological identity of Maranao society.
Kris.
The Kris sword of Moro. It is the most common Moro sword found in Sulu and Mindanao. The Kris sword is extensively used by the Tausug, Samal, and Yakan warriors. The waves of each Kris denotes a flame or serpent, depending on who has made it and for what purpose. The Kris with the mouse wave will always be carried by someone with the authority and believed to give the deepest trust and could even go through the enemy's body. The waves are simply variations that tells a stranger where they came from, what region or land, or their position in the community. The Kris has a rather vague history with folklore, giving many varying accounts, where some also believe that it is symbolic of the stingray's tail. Some believe it's a design of the mythical serpent or dragon, and some believe it has a distinct religious association. There are so many reasons why the blade of a Kris is shaped like a crawling serpent. Whatever the reasons are, this type of swords can deliver the most damage when used with both slash and thrust movements. Hacking works well with this sword due to its unique design. The unique design of the Kris distributes the weight perfectly for hacking anything it hits in half. There are many versions of the Kris, and each version has names that are not far from its original name, like Kalis, Keris, and etc. The Sari Manok, also known as Papanok in its feminine form. It comes from the words Sari and Manok. Sari means assorted or various, while Manok means chicken. It is a legendary bird that has become an ubiquitous symbol of Maranao art. It is depicted as a fowl with colorful wings and feathered tail, holding a fish on its beak or talons. The head is profusely decorated with scroll, leaf, and spiral motifs. It is said to be a symbol of good fortune.
That's all for my topic, and let's hear about the Inaul and Islamic Arts to be discussed by Mr. Janleigh Aguete.
Inaul. Inaul is a fabric conveying Muslim culture and heritage through a myriad vibrant colors and intricate designs. The Inaul's common colors are said to symbolize true Magindanaoan principles. Red for bravery, yellow and orange for royalty, black for dignity, green for peace, and white for either mourning or purity. Inaul is the traditional woven cloth of the Magindanaoan. It is the Maguindanao word for woven. With Inaul, Magindanaoan do not only provide us with colorful and intricately designed clothes, but also they give us a piece of their culture, something that symbolizes how committed they are as well in preserving what they have. And the last one, Islamic art. Islamic art was comprised of the great architecture, calligraphy, glass, ceramics, painting, and textiles developed and influenced through a variety of sources. As Islam spread around the world, this distinct form of art has become an integral part of the identity of its followers, including the Philippines. Islamic art in the Philippines is found predominantly in Muslim ethnic groups, where every group offers their own distinct flavor of Islamic art. This distinct art is commonly seen in homes, clothing, and places of worship of Filipino Muslims. Mosques in the Philippines have a common architectural feature that is similar with its Southeast Asian neighbors. It is made of light materials such as wood, bamboo, and kogon grass and was used in the building of the early types of mosque, but these light materials did not last long. Today's mosques, however, are now structurally patterned after the design of its Middle Eastern counterparts. One characteristic of Islamic art is the absence of human form. This tradition comes from the belief that any figural representation should not be used for the purpose of worship. This is evident in the architectural design of mosques in Mindanao, where calligraphy is used as the main form of expression. However, it is always kept in a minimum. Clothing reflects the style and colors of their ethnic background. A design related to Islam that is used in the Philippines is in the batik cloth design. This kind of design traces its influence from Indonesia. It contains abstract themes with geometric and floral design. However, human and animal depiction is a rare motif in batik.
Knowing the different arts and cultures of Muslim Mindanao does not only give us the idea of what they can do, but also they give us how rich and important their culture is. And that's all for our presentation about the Muslim Mindanao arts and crafts and Islamic arts. We hope everyone have learned, and always be safe.